सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू फ्रॉम पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेज। सबसे पहले मीनिंग देखते हैं। तो पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेज आर स्पेशल राइट्स, इम्यूनिटीज एंड एग्जम्पशन। क्या है? प्रिविलेज आर स्पेशल राइट है, immunities and exception enjoyed by the two houses of parliament, their committees and their members. They are necessary in order to secure the independence or effectiveness of their action. Without these privileges, the house can neither and maintain their authority, dignity and honor, nor can protect their members from any obstruction in the discharge of their parliamentary responsibility. The Constitution has also extended the parliamentary privilege to those persons who are entitled to speak and take part in the proceeding of the House of Parliament or any of its committee. These include the Attorney General of India and Union ministers. So it must be clarified here that the Parliament privilege do not extend to the President, who is also an integral part of the Parliament. So do not इस चीज को देखिए, do not extend to the President, who is also an integral part of the Parliament. पर इसका मतलब नहीं कि प्रेसिडेंट के पास प्रिविलेज नहीं है, इम्यूनिटीज नहीं है, उनके पास है लेकिन पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेज नहीं है। नाउ क्लासिफिकेशन पे आते हैं। तो पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेज कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज, those that are enjoyed by each house of the parliament collectively and those that are enjoyed by the members individually. तो collective privilege पे आते हैं। The privileges belonging to the each house of parliament collectively are: first, it has the right to publish its report, debates and proceeding, and also the rights to prohibit other from publishing the same. The 44th Amendment Act of 1978 restored the freedom of press to publish true report of parliamentary proceeding without prior permission of the house. तो 1978 के थ्रू रिस्टोर किया गया। बट दिस इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल इन द केस ऑफ सीक्रेट सीटिंग ऑफ द हाउस। तो यहाँ पे सीक्रेट सीटिंग कुछ है जहाँ पे अलाउ नहीं है, अदरवाइज प्रोसीडिंग को आपको बताना पड़ेगा। Now it can exclude strangers from its proceeding and hold secret sitting to discuss some important matter. सपोज मैं खुद एक बार राज्यसभा में गया हूँ, तो ऐसा कुछ नॉर्मल डिस्कशन चल रहा था, but it can exclude stranger from its proceeding and hold secret sitting to discuss the important matters. It can make rules to regulate its own procedure and the conduct of its business and to adjudicate upon such matters. It can punish members as well as outsider for breach of its privilege or its contempt by reprimand, admonition or imprisonment, also suspension or expulsion in the case of member. It has the right to receive immediate information of the arrest, detention, conviction, imprisonment, and release of the member. It can institute inquiries and order the attendance of the witness and send for relevant papers and records. Court are prohibited to inquire into the proceeding of the House or its committee. No person, either member or outsider, can be arrested. No legal process, civil or criminal, can be served within the precincts of the House without the permission of presiding official. तो यहाँ प्रिसाइडिंग ऑफिसर होगा आपके राज्यसभा मेंबर, ये स्पीकर एंड वाइस प्रेसिडेंट। तो ये उस एरिया में चाहिए। तो इंडिविजुअल प्रिविलेज पे आते हैं। तो प्रिविलेज बिलोंग टू द मेंबर्स इंडिविजुअली और दे कैन बी अरेस्टेड ड्यूरिंग द session of parliament. They cannot be arrested during the session of parliament and 40 days before the beginning and 40 days after the end of session. This privilege is available only in civil cases and not in criminal cases or preventing detention cases. ठीक है, तो ये इंडिविजुअल प्रिविलेज दिया गया है। द प्रिविलेज बिलोंग टू द मेंबर्स इंडिविजुअली, सारे मेंबर को दिया गया। दे हैव फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच इन पार्लियामेंट। नो मेंबर इज लायबल टू एनी प्रोसीडिंग इन एनी कोर्ट फॉर एनी थिंग सेड और एनी वोट गिवन बाय हिम in parliament or its committee. This freedom is subject to the provision of the constitution and to rules and standing orders regulating the procedure of parliament. They are exempted from jury service. They can refuse to give evidence and appears as a witness in the case pending in the court when parliament is in session. They are exempted from jury service. They can refuse to give evidence and appear as a witness in the case pending court when parliament is session. ये सब कुछ छोटा मोटा दिया गया है इन लोगों को। ब्रीच ऑफ प्रिविलेज एंड कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ द हाउस। So when any individual or authority disregards or attacks any of the privileged rights and immunities, either of the member of individually or the House in the collective capacity, the offence is termed as breach of privilege and is punishable by the House. So any act or omission which obstruct a House of Parliament, its member or its officer in the performance of their function, which has a tendency directly or indirectly to produce a result against the dignity, authority, and honor of the house is treated as a contempt of the house. So the two phrases breach of privilege and contempt of the house are used interchangeably. They have different implications. Normally, a breach of privilege may amount to contempt of the house. Likewise, a contempt of house may include a breach of privilege also. So, contempt of house, however, has wider implication. They may be a contempt of the house without specifically committing a breach of privilege. Similarly, actions which are not breach of any specific privilege but are offenses against the dignity and authority of the house amount to contempt of the house. For example, disobedience to a legitimate order of the house is not a breach of privilege but can be punished as a contempt of the house. Now, sources of privilege. Originally, the Constitution, Article 105, expressed mention to privileges, that is freedom of speech in parliament and right of publication of its proceeding. With regard to other privileges, it provided that they were to be the same as those of British House of the Common, its committee and its member on the date of its commencement, that is 26 January 1950, until defined by Parliament. The 44th Amendment Act of 1978 provided that the other privileges of each house in Parliament, its committee and its member are to be those which they had on the date of its commencement, that is June 20, 1979. So until defined by Parliament, this means that the position with regard to other privileges remains same. In other words, the amending amendment has made only verbal changes by dropping a direct reference to the British House of Commons without making any changes in the implication of the provision. It should be noted here that the Parliament till now has not made any special law to exhaustively codify all the privileges. They are based on five sources, namely constitutional provision, various laws made by the Parliament, rules of both the houses, parliamentary convention, and judicial interpretation. Now, the last topic हमारे पास है वो sovereignty of the parliament. Sovereignty मतलब without any influence, that is supreme. The doctrine of sovereignty of parliament is associated with the British Parliament. Sovereignty means the supreme power within the state. The supreme power is in Great Britain lies with the Parliament. There are no legal restriction on its authority and its jurisdiction. Therefore, the sovereignty of Parliament, parliamentary supremacy, is a cardinal feature of British constitutional system. So, according to A.V. Dicey, the British jurist, this principle has three implications. The Parliament can make, amend, substitute, or repeal any law. The law may, a British political analyst said, the British Parliament can do everything except make a woman a man, and a man a woman. So who said this? So D. Lome. D. Lol. Me. The Parliament can make constitutional laws by the same procedure as ordinary law. In other words, there is no legal distinction between the constituent authority and the legislative authority of the British Parliament. The parliamentary laws cannot be declared invalid by the judiciary as being unconstitutional. In other words, there is no system of judicial review in the Britain. So, an Indian Parliament, on the other hand, cannot be regarded as a sovereign body in the similar sense as there are legal restrictions on its authority and jurisdiction. The factors that limit the sovereignty of Indian Parliament are लिमिट कर रहा है कैसे रिटेन नेचर ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फेडरल सिस्टम ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम ऑफ जुडिशियल रिव्यू ये लिमिट कर रहा है फंडामेंटल राइट लिमिट कर रहा है so therefore even though the nomenclature and organizational pattern of our parliament is similar to that of British parliament, there is a substantial differences between the two. The Indian parliament is not a sovereign body in the sense in which the British parliament is sovereign body. Unlike the British parliament, the authority and jurisdiction of the Indian parliament are defined, limited and restrained, रोका गया है. In this regard, Indian parliament is similar to American legislature known as Congress in USA. Also, the sovereignty of Congress is legally restricted by written charter of the Constitution, the federal system of parliament government, and the system of judicial review and the Bill of Rights. तो ऐसा हो जाता तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो सकता था. So limitation is very important. So we are done with this chapter Parliament. Let's have a look over the constitutional terms. जैसे कि आपका 110 में है definition of money bill, 111 है आपका as into the bills, 12 से 17 तक है आपका annual financial statement, स्पेशल प्रोविजन टू फाइनेंशियल बिल, ये आपका 117 में आता है. एंड 14 में आपका एप्लीकेशन बिल सप्लीमेंट्री एडिशन ग्रांट्स. नाउ 1 and 2 में आपका कोर्ट्स नॉट टू इंक्वायरी प्रोसीडिंग ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. एंड These are the things. So we are done with this chapter. Thank you. We will continue with our chapter.